Hey, good evening, guys. Nice to see you here on a great Friday night. I've had a great Friday. It's been a great day over here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you guys are all having a great day too. And we're going to talk our NHL tonight. Well, it's All-Star Week, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So things have been happening in the league. Our team, of course, the Leafs, how we're actually kicking it up a notch, and we've been playing really good. As well as I'm going to talk a little bit about some streaming of sports versus, say, television, cable network. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. It's going to be really interesting. So, again, I want to thank you for all coming out. The Neil the Deal Show here on talkinfight.com. And, hey, thanks a lot for the shares, the likes, all the stuff you guys have been doing. Again, weekly, daily, hourly, whatever you guys are doing is out of control. We're really, like I say, from top left, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for all your time. And hopefully with these predictions and stuff, making you a little money at the same time. So it's not a complete waste of time. I mean, I'm not exactly, Don Cherry or Merv Albert or anything of that, or Foster Hewitt, but we're working on it, and it's Rome wasn't built in a day. So let's get right into it, guys. We're going to talk about the Leafs right off the hop. Wow, we've been playing good, guys. All Leafs Nation should be happy. We started off the week with a big win, big win. We played Detroit. As I said, they're always a bit of our nemesis, always have been. But we came out victorious with a 7-4 win with 5 unanswered goals. Count them, 5 unanswered goals to take down the victory. And it was a different kind of game there. Bunting had a hat trick. Bunting's been playing amazing in that game. He was awesome. Austin Powers with 2 assists, always powering the team up with he's cooking with hydrogen now, that boy. And Kerfoot and Camp, they also had 2 assists each in that game. So we're rounding out our team. Our second and third liners and fourth liners are coming through with the points. This is what makes a winning team. All right. So you guys have been playing great in that game. It was fantastic. And like I said, coming back from that big deficit, 5 unanswered, and then taking her down. Good on you. All right. That was on January 29th. So I believe that would have been last Friday or Saturday, right? The 31st, on January 31st, Toronto had a huge win over New Jersey Devils. It was a 6-4 victory. Again, we won another one. Good work, boys. The teamwork in that game was amazing. I don't know. They've been playing awesome. Awesome. Austin Powers, again, led the way with a hattie. Way to go, bud. You're the man. You're winning the Rocket Richard once again. Nobody's out there taking it down. I think you're the man for the job. You can do it back to back. Ovi's going to be in there. And, as far as MVP, we'll talk about that later. But Ovi's looking really good. He's looking good for that Gretzky record. I never thought it'd be broken, but this is probably going to happen. And he's the only guy I'll ever have a chance at that one. So, Powers got a hattie and an assist in that 6-4 win over Jersey. We scored 4 goals in the third. 4 in the third to break it down, bring it home, whatever you want to call it. Take it back home with us. And amazing, just amazing. Marner in that game had a goal and 2 assists, and that was our 4th straight win. Although at the start of the game, if you guys watched the game, Campbell, he had a really rough start. He had 3 goals scored on him in the first 9 shots. But, hey, in comes Mazarek. Pete, nice work, Pete. Now you're showing us what you got, and I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. I knew you were a great goalie. Just had all those injury problems, and I don't know whatever else was going on. But you seem to have figured it out, and we're going to need you down the stretch. So Peter's been playing great for us, backing up. He shut the front door, literally, on him. Jersey got shut out. So good on Mazarek. I really liked it. That was a back-to-back. So the next night, February 1st, they played New Jersey again, and we absolutely destroyed them. Absolutely, you're done! 7-1 win. Absolutely killed. It was awesome. I loved it. Mitch Marner is on fire. He had 2 goals, 2 assists in that game. Bunting again, goal and an assist. Engvall Camp and Austin Powers, a goal and an assist. So they're really rounding out this offensive thing now. If they can keep the D a little better on the back end, I mean, we'll be fine right down the stretch. And like I say, I got some futures on them, and I think we got a great shot at it this year. If they keep going the way they're going, we won't have any problems. All right, so let's just move on to the next thing here, guys, that we're talking about. that was a complete domination that game, and I'm liking the way Akeefe is moving the lines around a little bit. You know what I mean? You got to try different things, this and that. I mean, the playoffs are coming. We're one of the front runners, so you got to try it all out before there's no time left to try stuff because you're in the playoffs. So they're looking great. I really like them. Marner, again, he's on a 7-game goal streak. And since his return from COVID, he had COVID back there in February, I believe. Uh, he's got 8 goals and 8 assists, and he's on fire. And as he rolls, I'm telling you, the Leafs are 6-1 with Marner with those stats. Austin Powers, JT, the whole team's contributing. Riley scoring some points from the D. And like as the Leafs go, I think it's going through Austin Powers and Marner again, and JT's right there to supply the backup support. So, like last year, those guys just didn't perform for us in the playoffs. But this year, I'm telling you, it's a different story. I think they learned a lot last year about who they are and what they're what they got to do to literally bring this baby back home, right? So, hey, keep her up, boys. You're doing a great job. I'm having a great time watching it too. It's great. All right, so moving on from that, we're gonna go into the All-Star break. All right, so here we are. Here's the All-Star break. I mean, every year we have it. I've been watching it since I was a little boy. I used to love it as a kid, although it wasn't so elaborate as it is now. They did have some skill competitions back in the day, but they were very archaic. And we had what was the one we had, guys? It was Peter Puck, Peter Puck or Showdown. They had Showdown. I remember that one. They used to bring in the Grant Fuhr against Luke Robitaille at half or something. Howie Meeker presents, right? Howie Meeker. So, anyways, I'm liking the All Star game back then, but right now it's really I guess I'm a little too old for the All Star game. Kind of like a glorified pond hockey for me. I can understand it. Nobody wants to get hurt. It's all for the kids. So basically, it's a great time. If you ever get a chance to take the kids to the All Star game or go down for the All Star break the whole week, it's a big festival, big festivity, and I'm sure everybody's having fun. So, all you guys down there, the Talkin Fight fans, Neil the Deal Show fans, NHL Live fans, enjoy yourselves with the All Star break. And yeah, I'm going to watch a bit of the game for sure. Why not? I always do watch a bit. So, all right. It's great entertainment value. Really, it is. It's a great game. So let's talk about things, guys, now that have been going on around the league, things that I think that are going to make or break some of these teams going forward. There's a few things that I noticed this week, and probably the biggest one of the week for me is Jack Eichel. Apparently, Jack Eichel's ready to go. He's going to be playing after the All-Star break. I know that the last couple of weeks he has been practicing. I have been keeping my eye on him, and man, Jack Eichel is a game breaker, big time. So I think he did the right thing. I'm really happy for him, Jack. Let's just hope everything goes well. I'm sure it will. And look out for Vegas. I told you at the start of the season. I was looking at the Leafs, Colorado, Vegas. Tampa, that's probably my top 4 right there. And you got Carolina, banging at your door. So I'm or in Florida. Don't forget them. So this is going to be an interesting playoff year. And Vegas just pretty much upped it big time with the acquisition of Jack Eichel. That's a masterful move. So he's going to really add a lot of confidence and stuff of that sort for Vegas. And as we all know, Vegas has been in the league 4 or 5 years, and they're always first year they went to the Cup. Like really, come on, they go to the Cup the first year with a bunch of has-beens. We can't make the Cup in what 60 years, literally almost. Like come on. And every year they're in the final, conference final, conference final. I'm like, holy Moses! So they got better with Eichel, so we got to look out for those guys. I put a little money on those guys' future at the start of the season, and it looks like it could be happening. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about something because it's the All-Star break and there's no games, but I was waiting for an opportunity, guys, to check this out. This is an interesting thing I've been looking into, and it's basically all boiling down around what I'm thinking is the TV ratings as compared to online streaming ratings, like our platform here. And I've been doing a lot of research about it, and I'll give you some examples of how things have progressed over the years. Let's just talk about, over many years. And let me know what you think, comments, anything of that sort, anything, I thought this was very interesting. So I'm going to start this segment off. It's TV versus live stream. That's what we're going to call it, head to head, put them up, right? So let's just talk about economics here. In 2004, there were 9,000 Blockbuster video stores in North America. And now, as we speak, right now, guys, there is one left. That's it. I mean, it's in Bend, Oregon, apparently, and it's the only Blockbuster video in existence. So you went from 9,000 locations to one. Well, we do know they had $1 billion debt, but that's beside the point. It's just things are changing and we're changing. We're evolving over here at talkinfight.com every day. And I want you to know we got to look to the future because that's where it is. Take care of the kids. They are our future. And like I say, what else can we do? We got to live with the world we're given. So just get better, not bitter. And this will enlighten you on a little bit of what's been going on in the TV streaming world. So here's some stats that I thought were really interesting. Now, this is like the first times that broadcast was broadcast, okay? Sporting broadcast. So September 6th, 1920, that was the very first broadcast, okay, ever. And it was a boxing match. Interestingly enough, talkinfight.com, it's a boxing match, the first one ever. It was put on by WWJ in Detroit, and the fight was Jack Dempsey versus Billy Minsk. Billy Minsk. So that was the first time any sporting event had ever been broadcast. Now, August 5th, 1921 was the first team sport broadcast, all right, in the entire world. August 5th, 1921. It was done by KDKA out of out of Pittsburgh, and it was a baseball game between the Pittsburgh Pirates, I guess, and the Philadelphia Phillies. So that was the very first time that anybody had ever seen a real live team sport broadcast, which to me was really interesting. I didn't know anything really how old that was, but here we go. So February 8th, 1923. February 8th, 1923 was the very first NHL, sorry, not NHL, hockey game. The first hockey game ever broadcast, but it was in Toronto. It was brought to you by CFCA out of Toronto, and it was a senior amateur game between Toronto and Kitchener with, at that time, a very young Foster Hewitt, and he was the very first announcer to ever bring a hockey game to broadcast. So we all know who Foster Hewitt is. Rest in peace, buddy. Thanks a lot for your service, and I loved listening to you. November 12th, 1931 was the first NHL broadcast in Canada by none only than Foster Hewitt, and that game was Toronto versus Montreal. So there you go, guys. Any kind of streaming, this is what it's evolved to, is to streaming. So any television broadcast, any kind of way of getting this entertainment out to the people. The first NHL game ever broadcast was November 12th, 1931. So all I got to say is this streaming thing that we are all involved in now, myself here at the podcast, talkinfight.com. I mean, this is a progression of life, but in sports, it's interesting. And there's a bunch of other things we're going to quickly go over. Amazon, okay, they own the rights now to NFL Thursday Night Football. These tech giants are getting in on the game. There's things that are happening, and they're literally they're starting to buy up the rights to all these sporting corporations, I guess you'd call them, like mega corporations. Uh, they paid $1 billion to own the rights to Thursday NFL football, which we all watch on Thursday nights, NFL. So $1 billion. It was an 11-year deal. So Amazon has stuck their finger in the pie, and they're sick of eating crumbs. They want a bigger piece of the pie. The NBA is the next sporting event. Business, NBA, sorry, business, that the contract is coming up in 2024-25, and I understand Apple is in the running for that with Amazon. They both want the rights, and Apple's looking to secure a bunch of stuff. I mean, they've made a pitch for Major League Baseball midweek national games. ESPN gave up the rights for that last year, and Apple jumped right on it, so they now own that. ESPN is no longer involved. And if you look at it logically, Apple, okay, has in their pocket, guys, in their bank, we don't exactly know, but apparently it's somewhere, their play money, let's call it, is 200 billion. That's billion dollars in play money. So they can basically buy anything they frickin' want, these guys. So if they want NHL rights to anything, or hockey or football or baseball or this and that, they're getting in the game. And of course, we got Disney, who's the largest of them all the online streaming companies that are doing stuff. Disney, and they already own ESPN and ESPN Plus. I mean, it is what it is. It's Disney, right? So going forward, it looks to me like there's all these great ideas, but the one idea that I really liked was Amazon. The CEO of Amazon, the new CEO, says eventually he wants to have a multi-camera situation with shots so that you can, in Major League Baseball, they're apparently going to start this in Major League Baseball, so that you can stay home, watch the game on your TV, but at the same time play on your phone and have multiple camera positionings. So basically, you choose the angles. You can go to the penalty box. You can go to the batter's box. You can go anywhere. You can go in the Zamboni room, basically, if they got a camera in there, and you can control that basically from your phone. So that's a really interesting comment where this is going. I really kind of thought about that and I thought, wow, that is really cool. So basically, streaming is you should be able to choose your what you watch. It's basically what you choose, how you want to watch, and using the phone is up to you. So you can basically watch the game the way you want to watch it. So I thought that was really really interesting. Um, it's an unreal concept. I'm sure it's going to cost billions and billions and trillions of dollars to create this, but it would be really cool to be able to say, "Oh, I want to be on the bench. No, I want to be in the outfield. No, I want to be from this seat, or I want to be at the batter's box. I want to see what the catcher sees." And we're talking live. So, and like this is a really cool shit that they're coming up with. So, I'm really liking it. Anyways, that's our TV versus streaming thing. Basically, in a nutshell, to end it all, TV's finished. They know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. Nobody. Only old people have cable. If you know what I mean. Like whatever, right? Who's got a home phone? Like, come on. This is dinosaur archaic kind of stuff. Like, really, get with the program. You know. All right. So let's talk about my predictions of last week. We'll wrap up the show with the prediction segment. And last week we did pretty good again. I'm telling you. Woo, baby! I'm telling you, if you guys follow me in these predictions, you're gonna be actually making some big money. I mean, I'm not. I'm showing you and telling you, and this is coming true. So we got to thank God every day for being here and everything He gives us. So thank you, God, for all these great picks. Colorado. Last week I took Colorado versus Chicago. I took Colorado minus 192 on the money line. The Avs pulled it off 6-4. Cha-ching! That is a win right there. Cash in. I took Hosey versus Florida. Florida was minus 270. I took Florida 5-4 Florida. OT. Cha-ching! Took it down. Money line. There you go. Vegas versus Tampa Bay. I took Tampa Bay minus 155. The game ended up Vegas 3-2 in a shootout. Loss. Can't win them all, guys. Can't win them all, but it went down to the shootout, so that's a loss right there. What can I tell you? New York Rangers versus the Seattle, whatever you want to call them, Krakens or whatever the heck. I took the Rangers on the money line. The Rangers pulled the game off 3-2. Cha-ching. There's a win right there. So overall, in that scenario, basically I kicked butt. Last game I took Buffalo versus Colorado. Colorado, I took Colorado on the money line. Colorado won 4-1, and cha-ching, that's a win. So let's count them up here. What do we got? Is that 5-1 or 4-1? 1, 2, 3, 4-1. There you go. 4-1, guys. 4 wins, 1 loss. All right. So the totals that I had in my NFL and NHL since we started this prediction thing, my total to date was 25 wins, 2 losses, and 1 push. I am now 29 wins, 3 losses, and 1 push. So 29, 3, and 1. Hey man, 29 and 3? let's see the boys in Vegas pull that one off. All right, so that's it. There's no more games till February 7th, Monday, because of the All-Star break. So the predictions for next week are going to be after the 7th or including the 7th up until I believe the 10th. Couple of days, right? So on the 8th, I'm going to look at the game Columbus Blue Jackets versus Washington Capitals. I'm going to take Washington on the money line in that game. I dump a good 30, $40 on Washington. They're playing really well. Ovi's got them like dialed right in. He's going for the scoring title. I'm just liking the way Washington's looking these days, and they could do some damage in the playoffs. So keep Washington on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Another game on the 8th that I'm looking at laying is Carolina versus Ottawa on the money line again. I love money line because it just pays. Carolina, I'm going to take Carolina. Uh, I just don't think Ottawa's got anything in the tank. Carolina's making a bit of a push. They're a really really well rounded hockey team. I really like the Carolina Hurricanes. Love the coach. Love the players. Aho leading the way. Stahl in. It's proper. So I'm liking Carolina on the money line. Take them, and that's what I do. The last two games I'm going to go with is February 10th, New Jersey versus St. Louis. St. Louis is at home. I love St. Louis at home. I'm going to take St. Louis on the money line. Might even take them plus 1.5. They should destroy New Jersey at home. So I like St. Louis in that one. And the last game I'm going to talk about is on the 10th. Washington again. I think Washington's going to have a big week. Washington's playing at Montreal. I like Washington on the money line, and I don't think Montreal's got much in the tank. They're playing for next season, Montreal. So good on you, Montreal. It's about time. You suckered us last year. Now you're the worst team in the league. There you go, or one of them, anyways. So thanks a lot, guys, for everything. I had a great time here tonight. TalkinFight.com, Neil the Deal Show, NHL. Want to thank you again for all the shares, the likes. Just keep liking, keep sharing, subscribe, punch that notification bell anytime you want to know when we're up and going over here at the Neil the Deal Show. And a couple of shout outs. I want to say hi to Laura out there. Laura, nice to see you from Stratford. Hopefully you're out there in Talkin' Fightland. Also, I want to say hi to Patrick. I know everybody's getting ready for the Super Bowl. They need haircuts over there at Safari Barbershop down there on the lakeshore here in Mississauga, Ontario. So go down and see Patrick. Get yourself trimmed up for the big game and maybe the All-Star game. I don't know. You can always have a party with the kids with that one. But Patrick down there and his team at Safari Barber Cuts, definitely go down there. He's the best barber in town, so and the nicest guy. So God bless him. God bless y'all. Thanks a lot for coming out, guys. We'll see you Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. I certainly will. And watching a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some boxing, this and that. So keep it going. That's all I can tell you. You know, the winter's moving on, and we're gonna get into spring and summer. We all like that time. So always get better, not bitter. We'll see you Monday. TalkinFight.com. Boxing Monday, 8 p.m. See you there. Bye bye.